Jolie tears Brad Pitt for abusive NDA demand as $500 million winery war heightens. Angelina Jolie says she shouldn't need to give all her past NDAs to her ex, Brad Pitt, in their legendary conflict more than their $500 million winery. Jolie's legal counselors guarantee in recently recorded court docs got by page 6 that a new movement by Pitt requesting to see Jolie's NDAs with any outsiders is costly, inefficient, nonsensical, and even harmful. Jolie, 48, has contended in court docs that Pitt, 60, requested that she sign a far-reaching NDA in their left Miraval bargain since he was attempting to quietness her from talking about claims he was harmful to Jolie and their family, remembering for a departure from France to California in 2016. Jolie has claimed beforehand, while Pitt's set of experiences of actual maltreatment of Jolie began a long time before the family's September 2016 plane excursion from France to Los Angeles, this flight denoted whenever he first turned his actual maltreatment on the youngsters too. Jolie then promptly left him. The Maleficent star is additionally asserting in new court papers that turning over other NDAs she has marked would be an attack of security for different gatherings, apparently including film studios, brands, and workers, uncovering gets that incorporate Jolie's remuneration or pay she paid to outsiders. Jolie's side has guaranteed Pitt maintained that Jolie should sign an unreasonably onerous and expansive NDA, covering Pitt's own offense, regardless of whether connected with Miraval, for her to offer her stake to him. The ex's arrangement fell through, over the unjustifiable NDA, she guarantees, and Jolie then offered her portions to a Stoli gathering auxiliary. Pitt has gone against the Stoli bargain and affirmed she unjustifiably sold the stake free from him. Earlier this month, Pitt's group recorded archives in LA predominant court expressing Jolie ought to unveil other NDAs she hosts went into with third gatherings, including her very own staff. The Fight Club entertainers side has said these other NDAs will reveal insight into whether Jolie genuinely observed Pitt's non-divulgence arrangement solicitation to be the arrangement ender she accordingly asserted it to be. Jolie's group further states in their contentions that Pitt's movement outlines the damage and embarrassment survivors of abusive behavior at home face in court. Since Jolie thinks for even a moment to raise the issue as a safeguard for this situation, Pitt looks to uncover almost 20 years of legally binding connections to evidently impugn her response to Pitt's endeavor to conceal his maltreatment. The papers likewise state, Pitt needs to contend that Jolie entered NDAs with others, so there was no mischief in Pitt requesting an NDA to cover his maltreatment. Yet, there is a basic and clear distinction. In none of those other NDAs was Pitt attempting to quiet maltreatment of his own loved ones. The court shouldn't approve this perilous contention. This case will be chosen by proof concerning Miraval and the dealings among Pitt and Jolie, not by Jolie's dealings with outsiders on subjects having nothing to do with Miraval's deal. Pitt's movement ought to be denied. Jolie has said in legitimate filings that she and her family have always avoided the house starting around 2016, days before she sought legal separation. The couple, who marry in 2014, share kids Maddox, Pax, Zahara, Shiloh and twins Vivian and Knox. Paul Murphy, a lawyer for Angelina Jolie, told us, for Pitt to compare normal NDAs covering private data representatives learn at work, with him endeavoring to conceal his set of experiences of misuse, is despicable. This case isn't about NDAs as a general rule, yet is about power and honor. All Angelina needed was partition and well-being. He appears to continuously demand a duration of a battle. She merits harmony after every one of these years. A source acquainted with the Moneyball star told us of Jolie's latest recording. This is an essential business disagreement regarding Miraval into which she has over and over infused individual matters that don't have anything to do with the case and are unfavorable to the family. The source added, all that Brad mentioned was a completely restricted standard non-criticism consent to safeguard the worth of Miraval, for which